YouTube channel. My name is Munsha Banda, also known as Dr. Babe. In this video, as you can tell by the title, I will be answering questions for you guys to get to know me better. So without further ado, I have my questions here on the side and I will be answering them as I do my makeup. So this video is sponsored by Aloe Sensi. Thank you so much, Aloe Sensi, for sponsoring this video. So all the items I'm going to be using as I get ready are from Aloe Sensi. So today's look is something soft, something simple, just like an everyday type of makeup look. So without further ado, the first question is, how old are you? Tell us about your family, like how many siblings you have. So I am now 26 and I have 3 other siblings. I have 2 brothers and a sister. The next question is, are you Nigerian? No, I am Zambian. I am proudly Zambian, guys. Zambia is flourishing in this day and age. Like 2022 has been amazing for me and my country people. So I am proudly Zambian. Where do you stay and do you stay alone? So there's just 7 questions I can't answer because of security reasons. So I will not be answering those questions. What university were you at? What high school were you at? And what primary school were you at? So I was at Lusaka Apex Medical University. I recently graduated from there. And I was at Pelembe Secondary School. And for primary, I was at Nkwazi Primary School. When did you start your business, like being an influencer and other stuff? So I started in 2020 and 2021. I didn't start when I started, it was like Skin Saw Me and what I was doing with their products, showing people on Instagram my products and like what I would do and my progress that I was making. And then that's how they decided to like work with me. They reached out and said that we really like what you're doing with our products and we would like to pay you for it. And so that's how I started. So that was in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. How did you manage school and business? So the business that as an influencer or a digital marketer, as a digital marketer, it was kind of passive. But then there was things like selling scrubs that became very passive because I was doing it from the hospital. So it's like I report for work and then after I work, I sell. So it was very, very easy for me to balance. Now that I'm not there anymore, it's been a challenge going back there to sell. But I do want to work on that in this quarter of the year. So hopefully things go according to plan. I hope that answers your question. Were you ever bullied in high school, or maybe you were the bully? So in high school, I wasn't bullied, no. But I kind of was in primary. People gave me a nickname called Munsha Sunsha, and it used to like make me feel so bad. But there was also somebody who used to call me Ziggy the Mop just because I did those soft dreadlocks, like the ones with cotton wool. And so this guy who called me Ziggy the Mop, he came to high school and tried to do that again. I was like, nah, fam, not here. So that's the only account of bullying I can remember. If there's anything else, maybe it's just that thing that my brain suppressed and I just forgot it. Were you coming from your parents' home throughout med school, or you lived alone at a boarding house? So in the first 1.5 years of med school, I was coming from my parents' house. But then they told me to go into boarding because what happened was I would stay up with like my study group mates. Like we used to do study group up to like 23:30, and I would have to go home from them. I used to drop them off into school. I used to drop them off by their boarding houses, but then for me, I stay like my parents' house and campus are so far from each other, and so my parents were like, no, it's not safe. And at that time, we used to hear those stories about people who were like shooting people, killing people, and stuff like that. There was that time in 2016, 15, somewhere there. My parents were like, nope, it's either you stop studying late at night, like you come earlier, or you move into a boarding house. And I was like, child, I can't stop. I can't stop. So the option that I took, the choice I made was to move into boarding school. So it was 1.5 years with my parents, and then ever since then I haven't like fully moved back home, because home was just like holiday visiting, and I was always in school, you know. So that's how it's been, and ever since then I've just been living outside my parents' home. So that was how I transitioned from my parents' home into living in boarding houses, apartments with friends, and all that jazz. Advice you'd give someone trying to leave home for school but parents don't see the need. First of all, maybe if there's like a value attached behind you wanting to leave home. Sometimes it's like your parents aren't don't see the need because it's like because of like finances and stuff, realistically speaking, because of like finances and stuff. But then if it's just purely based on them not seeing the need, explain to them like your need. Sometimes it has a lot to do with like your environment. You know, when you're spending time around people who are also studying, it helps you be in the mood to study. Like your environment affects how you may or may not perform, you know what I mean? Like if you find yourself performing better because you're in school, like at least you're exposed to like people, you're always seeing people studying, people are going to the library, people are always like busy and about their books. And if you feel that that's what you need, you could explain whatever need you have for being in school. And the thing is, they've been students before, or those parents that have been students before understand that. Like, as a student, sometimes you realize or you come to learn that your environment and the people that you surround yourself with can have an effect on your performance and like your work ethic or like your study ethic. Like if you're always around people who feel lazy to do work and stuff like that, you become like that. If you're always around people who want to study, always want to make sure they cover X amount of past papers, do a certain number of hours revising, like you become like that, and that affects your performance. So explain to them whatever it is your value is behind not staying at home, and you know, choosing to be like in a boarding house or a flat with friends and whatever. Like explain that to them. And your parents are always trying to do what's best for you. You are an investment. Do you realize that? Like they've invested so much in you, and obviously they want the best for you. So if moving out aligns with what's best for you, you could just explain that for whatever reasons that you may have, you know. So yeah, behave like a child and then expect them to like relate with you on what you're trying to say. You're just not helping yourself. So I feel like it's just a discussion that you should have with them. Also try and understand where they might be coming from. Sometimes it's not like they're just being deliberately trying to, you know, misunderstand you. Sometimes there's reasons behind them not wanting you to move out of the house. And so allow them to, you know, have a dialogue with them and just talk to them and find out where they might be coming from and stuff. At what point in life do you realize that you wanted to become a doctor? Because honestly, thank you so much. So for me, I don't know what point in time exactly, but it's something that grew with me over the years. Because when starting, it wasn't like, I'm so passionate, I'm going to be a doctor. It's like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Oh, okay, fine, let's do this. And then it's like along the way, I feel like the part where it really felt like, what I thought good about it was when in 5th year, when I went and started clinicals. Like clinicals just change your perspective. It's like you seeing what's in the books come to life. Like, oh, this triad, whatever, BP. You know, it's like things actually in the book are actually able to be appreciated in real life. So yeah, that's when I feel like I felt more passionate about it. But it's not like I've always wanted to be a doctor. It's just something that my parents suggested for me and encouraged me to try, and turned out great. Would you date a younger guy? No, I would not. How long did your last relationship last? It lasted 4 years. Yeah. Who's your best friend? My best friend is Nachi. She's also a medical doctor in the making. She's studying in the Copper Belt. So I can't wait to guys to meet my best friend. She's actually coming mid-October. So hopefully she's not camera shy. You guys will get to meet her. She's amazing. I just love her so much. Next question is, what's your biggest turn off in the dating scene? So my biggest turn off in the dating scene is that things that guys do where they want to like make it seem like you like them. That thing that guys do where it's like they want to make it seem like you guys like each other at the same level. And this is what I mean. Before you come for me, this is what I mean. Like a guy will like you, like a guy likes you, he sees you, he wants to be with you, he has intentions, blah, blah, blah. And then from nowhere they start to act like you also like them. Like, I don't like you. Straight off the bat, you're the one who likes me. And now they just do this thing where they want you to like, you know, pursue them and go after them. And for me, it's like, no, I don't like you. You're the one who likes me. Inspire me to like you instead. You know what I mean? But then they do this thing where it's like they start trying to hold you accountable to a level that you are not on. Like, as if, you know, like I'm not your girlfriend. And they want you to like chase after them. Like, no, I don't know you. I don't like you. Give me reason maybe, but like, maybe give me reason. Inspire me to like you. Not the other way around. You're the one who likes me. You're the one who saw me. You're the one who wants something with me. How is it now that you're trying to hold me accountable to behave the way you behave? You're the one who likes me. No. So I feel like I really just, that's so irritating to me. Like, it's like they don't want to lead. And for me, I believe men should lead. And this is what I mean. Before you come for me, this is what I mean. I mean, you're the one setting the pace with where this is going. My time will not be wasted. And I love this for me because if someone's clearly trying to waste my time, there's nowhere I'm going with them. There's no feelings I will invest. Like, I will be fine if they don't want anything to do with me. You know what I mean? But then for me, it's like, I just hate how guys try to be like, you know, no, but you're not doing this. No, you're not doing that. But I don't like you. You like me. Lead. Show me where we're going. And then maybe if I like it, I'll follow. But it's like guys want you to chase after them. They want to like make it seem like you're both in some. No, you like me. I don't like you. You know what I mean? What's your biggest turn off in the dating scene? So one of my biggest turn-offs in the dating scene is how guys do that thing where it's like they like you, they're the ones who are after you, they're the ones who are pursuing you, they're the ones who are interested in you, and then they try to like from nowhere flip the switch and try to get you to pursue them. Like, no, you like me, you're the one interested in me, you're the one who's after me, the one who is interested here. I'm not necessarily interested straight off the bat. So why are you trying to make it seem like I must pursue you? You pursue me. Take me out on dates. Court me. Let's get to know each other. Let's learn about each other. And then from there, take the next step. But it's like guys just want to be, is Rafiki chewing my cable? Rafiki. Sorry about that, you guys. Rafiki was chewing my charger cable. I had to do something. Anyway, yeah, like you're the one who likes me, you're the one who's interested in me. It's not like I'm the one who's interested in you. You see me, you like me, court me, take me out on dates, like let's get to know each other, and then from there see if we can like enter a relationship or whatever, or not, you know what I mean? But for me, that's what just irritates me. It's like these gents just, they don't want to lead. It's like, and you know the thing about trying to like flip it on you and get you to pursue them is you'll find yourself pulling someone into a relationship to the point where you find yourself in a relationship with yourself and they're just there escorting you. So no, you pursue me, you lead. Where are we going? Where are you taking me? Where am I following you to? Like, you set the pace. And then after that, after I see that I can trust you and I can feel safe in your love, and then that's when I feel like, okay, you know, I can be vulnerable too. I can be safe in your love until I feel like I can trust you, is when I can feel okay with doing that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But before then, like, I don't even know you and you're the one who likes me. Like, no, can we get things straight? Like, you're the one who likes me, it's not the other way around. So it's just like that whole flipping thing. Like, people try to gents try to like get you to pursue them, and it's like, no honey. And you know what, that's fine. Like, I have no problem. It's not like something that angers me and gets me upset or worked up about. I just acknowledge it. Like, if that's what you're about, you want a woman who pursue you, you know, then that's fine. But I'm not her, and there's somebody out there who can do that for you, but I'm not that. I have no problem with reciprocating energy. I'm a very reciprocal hand. But then getting to a point where it's like, I'm chasing after you. Like, no. And you know, usually I can tell that from the first date. Like, from the first date, I even know, like, you, I'm not coming on any other date with you. Like, we're done here. Yeah. Next question is, what really makes you angry? So I feel like I've reached that place in life where the things that used to anger me stop. Okay, for a long time, I've always been that person who doesn't really like get angry, like angry. And first off, I feel like I've gotten to a place where I manage my expectations. Like, I'm not a person who's highly expectant of people and things. So it's like, I can have hopes and wishes, but like, I'm not going to do that to a point where I feel like if it doesn't work out, I will be heavily disappointed or angered, you know what I mean? Also, but then things that really irritate me, like things that get me close to angry. Okay, and the thing is, yeah, things that get me close to anger is just lies. I hate lies. I love honesty. I appreciate the truth, even if it's not like something I really want to hear. I would much rather hear the truth. So I really hate lies. Another thing I don't like is being gossiped about. Like, if I trust you and I tell you something personal, like, why are you going to tell other people? Your friends are not my friends. So I don't expect my information to be in the hands of other people. But there you go. And for me, like, I've just brought myself to a point where it's like, okay, I won't get angry, but I will note what's happening, and then I will choose to like manage my thoughts, expectations, and my way around people and things, you know what I mean? To a point where I won't let that happen again. Like, I'm responsible for telling you certain things. I'm responsible for the information that you have about me. And so if you disappoint me once, best believe I will not give you that chance to do it again. So for me, that's why a lot of the things that used to anger me before just don't, because it's like I've gotten to a place where I don't allow for them to happen because of how I navigated how they made me feel last time, and chose to put boundaries around those things. So right now, nothing really gets me upset. I think we're done with the relationship question. Any plans of getting married, or will you be too busy? Ideally I would want to get married, but like, it's not something that's like do or die. I feel like at the right time God will make it happen, and I don't want to rush into it. For me, it's gonna be something that I know for sure is, you know, something I know for sure is something I'm ready for, and my partner too is ready for. And that comes from, you know, being spiritually aligned, financially stable, emotionally healthy, you know, being at a place where I'm fully ready, you know what I mean? And I know this is not something, you know, people are like, no, don't wait until you're ready. But for something like marriage, there's just certain things for me that have to be in line before I say I do. Firstly, you're my inspiration and someone I look up to. What keeps you motivated to be the person you are today? Oh, I believe your response will change my life. Thank you so much for this question, Michelle. What motivates me, like what drives me, is my purpose. Hey, like at the core of everything I do is my purpose. Everything I do, like whether it's, you know, sharing my life on Instagram, sharing my life on YouTube, at the core of that is me being driven. At the core of that is me being driven by my purpose. Like whether I'm learning a new skill or reading new books, learning something, um you know listening to podcasts and exposing my mind to different perspectives, like all of this, at the core of it is me being driven, is a woman who is being driven by her purpose. That goes for self-care. That's why I take care of my purpose is why I take care of myself. That's why I read books. That's why I listen to podcasts. I just want to be in a place where everything I do benefits the environment or the people that are around me, whether that's my family and friends, you guys here on YouTube and Instagram. Like all of what I get up to is it's purpose driven. And that's why for me, operating from a place of authenticity matters a whole lot to me, because what it is I am able to give to the world, nobody else can do, like on my behalf. And I'm also not, at the same time, I'm also not trying to be somebody else. And I believe that, like, if you listen to my last vlog, I did say how, like, all of us are here to give something to the world. And once we find our purpose and operate from a place of authenticity, that is the gift that we have to give to the world. Nobody else will do the exact same thing that you do the way you do it. And I tell that to myself, nobody else can do what I do the way I do it. And so as long as I honor my authentic self and show up as that woman, then I know that other people have a lot to benefit from that, and that is my gift to the world. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated. My purpose, and living it from a place of authenticity. That's why it's pointless trying to like be like someone else, or like it's fine to emulate somebody else, like try to be as whatever as they are, but like let that be from a place of authenticity that is true to who you are. And for me, that's really important to me. So that's what drives me. My purpose is what keeps me motivated to show up as the woman that I am today. It's what drives me in everything that I do. And it requires me to stay on my toes. Like it requires me to continue reading new books, continue learning, continue developing new skills, and questioning myself, critiquing myself, checking myself, taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, physically, in everything really. What's your fondest memory of high school? One of my fondest memories of high school was the time when we got locked in the hostel, and then we had to jump over, you guys. Like, me and my girls had to jump over the Louis Grey wall fence. It was hilarious. Like, we had to climb, and the thing is, we couldn't miss whatever it was we were going for. We were not supposed to miss, so we just had to go when we were locked in. And so we had to jump over. That was amazing. Like, I know it was like it was off, like it wasn't like what was supposed to happen, but since it happened, and that was very hilarious. That was very funny. How did you learn to love yourself? So I feel like at the core of loving myself is me understanding that I'm not perfect. Like, you guys, you live in a world that constantly is pressuring us to be this, to be that, to be perfect like this, to be... It's a lot. And so firstly, allowing myself to accept that I'm not perfect. I have bad traits and I have good traits, and that's okay. So firstly, recognizing that it's okay to be imperfect. Just as imperfect as I am is perfect already enough. And the idea of perfectionism is really, it doesn't make sense as a concept in theory, because what's perfect to me is not going to be perfect to you. Like, the perfect version of me that exists in my mind is not, quote unquote, the perfect version of me in the mind of somebody else. So whatever perfect is very, very subjective to the individual. Like, perfect could be black hair. Let's say we're going to narrow it down to looks. Someone with black hair, but that's to you. Black hair to you. For somebody else, perfect hair would be brown. For somebody else, perfect this would be that, perfect that would be this. So it's like the first of all, allowing myself to accept that it's okay to be imperfect, and even those other bad things about me, like those negative traits about me, like maybe I have a short temper or whatever it is that I don't like about myself that I feel needs to be worked upon, accepting them first and then finding a way to navigate them. Another way I got to loving myself is pretending I'm my own girlfriend, like having a relationship with myself. You know, the way we so desperately want to show the people that we love them. We want to shower them with gifts. We want to do so many things to make sure that they do not doubt in their mind that we love them. All those things, but doing them for myself allowed for me to be in a whole committed relationship with myself. You guys, dating yourself, like actively dating yourself, taking yourself out on dates, spoiling yourself, complimenting yourself, because you deserve it. Like the way somebody else that you love also deserves to be shown love, you deserve it too. And if somebody else isn't giving it to you, you start giving it to yourself first. And that living a life like that puts your mindset, like shifts your mindset to a place where it's like you know exactly what you deserve because you've shown yourself that you are worthy. So loving yourself, to me, that's a good practical way to go about it. Like how I got to loving myself was just dating myself. Like, okay, we're going to pretend you are your own boyfriend, or I am my own girlfriend, and I'm going to make sure I do this for you. I will write you notes, I will compliment you, I will shower you with love and adornment and care. I will care for you, I'll be there for you, I will ride or die for you. Like, guys, oh my gosh, like this is getting me emotional. Like, I've been in a relationship with myself and it's been amazing, and I still am. Sorry, not to say like it's coming to an end or anything. Something in my eye. But yeah, like loving yourself is, in a practical sense, I did it practically. So the practical sense of it is getting into a relationship with myself. Okay, I need to get this out. So yeah, as I was saying, there's like the theoretical side to it all and the practical side. The theoretical side is basically understanding that I'm allowed to be imperfect because perfect doesn't exist and is very subjective, and it's okay. And whatever bad traits I have, I must own them, accept them, and also see how they help me, see how they serve me, and see how they don't, and know how to navigate through them, right? And the practical side of it is deliberately being a lover of self. Like, I will be your lover, Munsha. I will love you, I will adore you, I will compliment you, I will spoil you, I will do everything that you want somebody to do for you, everything that you want to do to somebody else. I will be exactly that for me. And that's how I got to a place where I really love myself. Like I want what's best for myself now. It's like, oh, actually it's been a process. It's not like it just happened. It's been a process. And if you're struggling to love yourself, a practical way to do it is by doing it, is by being in a relationship with yourself. And I know that a lot of people can struggle with that because of how love looked to us when we were younger and stuff like that. Like, our ideas of love are skewed because of trauma, and a lot of us need healing. But then once you start to heal yourself, like once you start, and healing is I know for some it's like a struggle, so I would always recommend people go for therapy. But if you can't afford to, or like if you know that you're really in a hard place, you're desperate for change, like literally just put everybody else on hold. Like, the world can wait. You get yourself together, start loving on yourself. But yeah, actually what I was also trying to say is, I know a lot of people are so desperate to find love from others by loving them. But one thing you also need to know is you can't love somebody into loving you. They either do or don't, or like they either can or can't, you know what I mean? And one thing you need to know is you always have you. You guys, it's even become late. Like, I had to keep stopping because my phone kept getting hot, so I couldn't record. I'd pop it in the fridge. Do you guys do that? Do you guys pop your phone in the fridge? But yeah, the next question: have you ever had low self-esteem, and if yes, how did you deal with it? So I'm using this lippy. It's a lip plumper, and it actually kind of tingles and burns when I put it on my lips, but I just want you guys to see how it's gonna come out. I didn't know this about lip plumpers until I saw it on the Lua Sensi page, and then my sister also told me that hers also does the same thing. So, and it's what lip plumpers do. So yeah, anyway, the question, so I've had insecurities, like I've dealt with insecurities, being insecure, but I don't think I've ever struggled with low self-esteem. I have suffered from low, like insecurities, but like not low self-esteem. Because to me, self-esteem is how you esteem yourself. And as long as I believe that within I'm doing things that I feel good about doing, ways that I feel good about being, then my self-esteem doesn't struggle. Maybe high self-esteem is one thing, but just esteeming myself well, like holding it, like esteeming myself, maybe not highly, but just like in a place that's not actually low. I haven't really like struggled with low self-esteem because growing up I've always been that person who, like, I operate from a pure heart. I want to be kind to people, to a point where I was so much of a people pleaser. So then so my struggles with esteem haven't been like on the low side, but I have struggled getting myself to a place where I struggle to esteem myself highly, like having a high self-esteem. That I've struggled with because one, the insecurities, and two, it's like who do I think I am, esteeming myself highly, like holding such a high, having such high esteem. So for me, but when it comes to like, I feel like esteem and confidence are linked. Like it's hard to have confidence. I feel like, okay, for me personally, it's hard to have confidence if you don't up it up a notch with how you esteem yourself, you know what I mean? In working myself to becoming a more confident person, I've worked on my esteem by just doing things that make me proud of who I am. And this is not things outside of myself, everything from within. How I think about things, how I feel about things, how I talk to people, how I treat people, how I am authentic, how I choose to show up authentically, how I choose to, my beliefs, and like how I relate with the world outside from it originating from a good place within. That's what makes me feel good. It's not dependent on things outside of myself. It's very much dependent on, my confidence is dependent on everything inside me, how I even talk to myself, how I talk to other people, how I treat people, like everything begins with myself. So I haven't really struggled with low self-esteem, but I've struggled with just having a healthy level of esteem and then trying to get it to be on a high level of self-esteem. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is white. My other favorite, or my second favorite, is brown. Did you go to a boarding school? Yes, the school I mentioned, Belembe Secondary School, doubles as a boarding school and a day school. What is your favorite book? My favorite book of all time is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. And I love that book so much because it opened up my mind to the idea of suffering and pain. Suffering is inevitable in this life, and if we must suffer, like if it's inevitable, then we do ourselves a favor by choosing what things we're willing to suffer for. You know what I mean? Like, since it's gonna happen, let's at least choose what we want to suffer for. A lot of the times in this life we think, oh, when I get that car, I'll be happy. When I get into that relationship, I'll be happy. When I get that thing, when I get that job, when I get that this, like, all of these things that we still end up getting will still come with their own set of problems by virtue of owning or having or being those things. You know what I mean? Like, relationship, you think when you get into a relationship you'll be happy? No, because relationships also have their own set of problems. You think when you get $1 million you'll be happy. Because no, there's also problems that come with having $1 million. If you think Elon Musk has no problems in life, that's a lie, because with whatever set of things he has in his life, those sets of things have their own issues that they also come with. So even cars, like, oh my gosh, when I get a car, my life will be so much better, and I'll cease to have problems. Like, problems will cease to exist, and I'll just be happy, and I'll never have to deal with struggles or suffering or problems. That's not true. The problems that come with having a car will still find you. So it's not like you can rid your life of problems and struggles and whatever, because there's still, like, you're going to have to deal with, tire punctures, road tax, police this. Like, there's so many things that come with, like, there's so many struggles that also come with owning a car. There's so many problems that come with also being in a relationship. There's no such thing as no problems in life. They will always be there. So we do ourselves a benefit by at least choosing. Say, okay, if I'm not ready if I don't want to deal with relationship problems, I won't get into a relationship. If I don't want to deal with the mud, I won't ask for rain. It's like asking for rain and then frowning and complaining that there's mud. What do you mean? Olga, didn't you want rain now? Rain comes with mud. So I love that book so much. And also, in not giving a fuck, it doesn't mean we don't care about everything. Like, we don't care about everything and we become indifferent. No, it just means that we get to a point where we at least choose what's worth giving a damn about, because caring about everything and anything is exhausting. So better choose instead of drain yourself, because you want, like, there's those people who just complain, want to be like, everything is a problem. Like, they care about so many things. They care about this, that, and everything. And it's like, aren't you tired? Aren't you exhausted? Like, at least choose some things. You can't care about everything. It's too exhausting. It's too tiring. So that book just gave me that mentality and more. How long have you been staying out of your parents' house, and how do you manage all the bills? So I've been staying out of my parents' house. I think I already answered this question though. Yeah, I explained how it happened, and ever since I've been staying on my own. But my parents fully support me. They pay all my bills. They do everything for me. Every month after month, year after year, they're the ones who've been taking care of me, and I'm so grateful for them. Even right now. And actually, they want to cut me off very soon, so I need to find a job. And unfortunately, right now, due to circumstances going on in the country, they're not able to employ, like, all of us at the moment. And so even if I go work, it's not like I'll be getting paid and be able to, like, support myself. So that's why right now they're still, like, paying for me and, like, helping me and everything. But all through all of this, I'm still trying to put other things in place so that I can actually get to a point where I can fully support myself even outside of med school. So that's my goal right now, to be able to put into place other things that I can use to sustain myself. Guys, they've been supporting me for from the time I was a baby and up to 7 years, and up to the time I finished my 7-year course, they've been supporting me. And now I just feel like I just want them to have, like, go take care of the other siblings. I just want to be off their back. So right now they're still supporting me, but I just want to get to a point where I give them that freedom. I hate having to ask for things like, I need this, I need that, I need this, and it doesn't feel nice. Like, I want to be independent, and I'm going to work as hard as I can to get to that point, even outside of my medical career, because that's why I can't go do internship now. Like, I need some time to be able to set other things in motion, to be able to support myself outside of my medical career. I'll go later when I'm a bit stable, when I know everything I'm trying to work towards can at least earn me a living that I can use to support myself outside of medicine. Because right now it's a bit wild. Unless if I get lucky next year and I get picked as, one of the employed doctors, then but that's not what's happening right now. So yeah, for how long have you had your braces and how long should one have them? I've had them for just over a year and 6 months, just thereabout. And the treatment is different for everybody. Like, it depends what's in your mouth, what's in your teeth, like what's going on. The therapy is different, and it's supposed to suit whoever is. It's tailored to suit your needs. If you watch my very first video on YouTube, you could see the difference. Oh my gosh, I was such a baby. Who is your style inspiration? And why plastic surgery? What about it intrigues you? So my style inspiration, I get from different people. Like, I don't have one person who I follow for style. When I want, like, office type stuff, there's like this lady, I think she's Kenyan or Namibian. She dresses really nice. Like, she has these dresses and she just looks so nice. I love her dresses. There's this other girl from Kenya. I think her name's Yasmin. She always looks so fine, so simple, so chic when she's like in smart casual, or like, it's just like so many people. Even Mihlali is one of them. Whenever I want something that's like very stylish, very, body gripping, like when I'm looking for like, things that I want to flatter my physique in a very, very stylish way, I go to Mihlali's page and just see like inspo on how to like dress. Why plastic surgery and what intrigues you about it? I feel like I would make a really good plastic surgeon. I am a perfectionist, guys, so I feel like that, coupled with my passion for aesthetics, looking good, believing that everyone deserves to look good, and just like changing people's lives through that. So many people deal with insecurities. Maybe they were born with like cleft lip, or like they got burned, or they want boobs, or they want, and I know there's like two branches of plastic surgery. There's the reconstructive side and then the cosmetic side. For me, I'm leaning towards the cosmetic side, because I believe that everyone deserves to feel comfortable in their own skin, and if there's something that they can do about it, then why not? Even these braces, I also don't understand people who want to judge people who do plastic surgery. Like, as long as you are fully informed on the risks, the benefits, and the disadvantages and possible consequences, then I see no reason why people need to be shamed for it. Because cosmetic treatments just help everyone feel better. Like, even braces, like everyone who says I want braces, I don't think it's fair to judge somebody for saying they want to fix something that they can fix because of how it makes them feel. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like whatever the case, it's okay to want to look better. It's okay, as long as you're doing it from a place where like it's not because of other people why you're doing it. As long as you have an internalized reason, such that if people stop doing it, if people boo you for it, why you've done it for yourself, because you see a benefit that aligns with something within you. You know what I mean? So that whatever outside forces come and try do whatever, you still stand in your truth and feel like, it's okay that I did this. I'm happy with it. It made me happy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to be able to help people and facilitate that, process for them, and just be there for them, walk through with them, and just change their lives, guys. People do this so much, and I feel like plastic surgeons are doing a lot of good for people in this world. And I'm talking about no, but this happened and that. No, I'm talking about proper certified, qualified plastic surgeons who do what they do and do it amazingly. So I believe it's fine as long as people are doing it. And for me, I want my practice to come from if I do plastic surgery, I want my practice to have a counseling prior, so that like people get to that point where they understand exactly what I'm just saying right now. So yeah, being able to do that for people in a way that impacts them so positively, and they feel happy about who they are, guys. They feel good about who they are, and their lives change for the better. And one of the shows I really like on Netflix, It's with Dr. Sheila Nazan. Like, I'll link it in the description box. Like, these guys change people's lives with plastic surgery. Like, I'm so inspired. So if I do go down that path, I just want to be like her. Like, she's I look up to her in the field of plastic surgery. I really do. But yeah, all in all, I'm not 100% solid that that's what I really want to do, and I'll allow myself to go through internship, and along the way just like, ask questions, figure it out. But yeah, guys, I'm having a cupcake from Demi's Bakes and Cheese. They sent me congratulatory cupcakes. This one says Dr. Babe. It has a lab coat and a pen that's got my name on it. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Please support them. Please buy from them if you want themed cupcakes or whatever cupcakes. Begging. They're quite soft, very soft, very soft, very delicious. This one's vanilla. I feel like a lot of cakes don't have that vanilla. Like, people skip on putting vanilla essence, and then it's just like plain old cake, and that's boring. But these actually have like vanilla in them. What's your favorite verse and what inspired you to become a doctor? So I already answered the second half of that question, but my favorite verse is Mark 11:24, which says, "Therefore, whatever you shall ask for in prayer, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours." I live by that verse. Like, whatever I ask for in prayer, I must believe that I've already received it and it shall be mine. What inspired you to do 2 degrees? So the medicine I was studying, like the curriculum, I guess, is divided into, you have your human biology and your medicine and surgery. So the human biology takes like 2 years to get, and the Bachelor of Science in Medicine and Surgery takes 2 years to get. And then before that you have your pre-medicine, which is 2 years. So altogether it's 7 years. So it's not like I was so ambitious, I wanted 2 degrees. Like, it just comes with the process. In attaining the qualification of becoming a doctor with the curriculum that my university had. I know MBBS, right? That's the other one. MBBS takes like 6 years, and it's just like 1 degree, for all I know. Yeah. So MPCHB is usually 2, because you do like your human biology first, which is a prerequisite that you have to have done before doing MPCHB. Third year med student and needed some study tips. So I feel like this deserves a whole other video on its own, but one of my favorite study tips is the Pomodoro study method, and I recently learned that you could use this for anything. Like, if you want to be productive, like, it's a method you could apply when doing other tasks as well apart from studying. But basically the rule is you study for 25 minutes, no phone, like no social media, no answering calls, nothing. Just put your timer 25 minutes and you zone out. All that matters is you and the text in front of you. No standing up to pee, no drinking water, no thinking other things, no drifting off in thought. Like, just you and the book, just you and the information that you need to understand and assimilate. Like, zone out, forget about the whole world. Just zone out and focus on that piece of information before you, and do as much as you can in that 25 minutes, obviously at a pace that allows you to digest the information and take it in and absorb it for understanding and usefulness in your whatever career you're doing, you know what I mean? So yeah, the Pomodoro study method. And then after that 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, where now you stand up and go pee, you check your text messages, you zoom on Instagram and your WhatsApp, and obviously if you start replying, you stay there. That 5-minute break will become 1 hour break. But yeah, that's the study method that I share with a lot of people. If you're here and you're from my Instagram, I'm sure you've seen that before. And why I said it can be used for other things is because if you are struggling with like procrastination or discipline, or like, you know, getting things done in a set period of time, you could use that and say, okay, 25 minutes, nothing else matters but me cleaning my room. Every 25 minutes I'll set a timer and start tidying up my room. After the 25 minutes I stop and take a break, I do other things. When the 5 minutes is up, I go back, and then you do that back to back. But then obviously you can't do this like 24 hours, like you can't do this for more than a set number of hours. You could only do this like maybe 3 at a time. So that means if you want to study for 3 hours, take 25 minutes in, 5 minutes out, another 25 minutes in, 5 minutes out, and that gives you like a back-to-back session where you're studying your information in a period of 3 hours. You'd have covered way more than studying throughout the 3 hours with no breaks. At least you tell your mind that if with each 25 minutes come a whole zoned out version of you that is just focused on nothing else in the world but that piece of information in front of you. That part, that 5 minutes becoming 1 hour part, it's hella tricky. So you have to make sure that you have the discipline to actually use it, you know. Give yourself time to study in a way that aligns with the type of student you're trying to become. Like, what type of student are you trying to become? Are you trying to be like the top student? Are you trying to be the average student? Are you trying to be the bare minimum student? Like, what type of student are you trying to be for yourself in your, you know, as you pursue your degree, your qualification, your certification? Like, what type of student are you trying to be? And then make choices that align with that version of whatever you're trying to do for yourself or achieve for yourself, you know. I don't believe, if you want to be like an A student, I don't believe in behaving in a way that A students don't behave. Like, things come with things add to things. Actions give birth to consequences. Actions give birth to consequences. Choices give birth to consequences. Choices give birth to benefits. So it's up to you to choose. Do you want benefits of your choices, or you want consequences of your choices? And then make choices that align with that. So yeah, that's what I think about it. That's how I feel about it. How do you handle negativity? Okay, so that depends, like what type of negativity. Is negativity like life, negative experiences? For me, I welcome them and I just see how best I could make something out of whatever negative experience I'm facing. Obviously, initially as a human being, I'll find it hard, but then as I sit through the negative experience, I find ways to, like, you know, take a benefit, take what I can from those experiences. Like, for example, the SAP I had, my second YouTube video on this channel was a vlog about my first SAP ever, and I was, you know, going through a SAP, preparing for my SAP, and I shared my mindset. Like, that to me was a negative experience that ended up being a positive experience, you know what I mean? Because how I navigated through that experience birthed a slightly different version of me. So everything I go through, I try to use to add on to me. Every negative experience, I try to look for the silver lining, and that's for negative experiences. For negative opinions, I just tell myself that whatever negative experience somebody else holds of me says more about them and who they are than it does about me and who I am. And I also don't find rest, or I don't find my identity. I don't allow myself to let other people dictate, you know, who I am. Like, you can be so wrong about me, and that's okay. So just being okay with people holding negative opinions about me is okay with me, because I know who I am. The people I love know who I am. The people who care about me know who I am, and they know that I'm a good person. I have love in my heart. I care about people. Like, I am always trying to look out for ways to better myself. So I know who I am, and just because somebody says something about me doesn't make it the truth. You know what I mean? It can be true to you, and that's you. And if even if it's not true to them, or even someone's just trying to be negative to me, I just take it and I don't internalize it, I don't own it, I don't take it personal. Like, if you have negative things to say about people around you, people in general, that says a lot about you and what's inside of you than it does about me and who I am. You know what I mean? So that's how I deal with negative experiences is one thing, and negative opinions of others from other people is another. And then just like negative people altogether, I avoid them. Like, there are those people who just carry negative, they're always complaining, there's always something wrong. Even just the flavor of biscuits. You know, the problem with Eat Some More is that they're not like tennis. Like tennis, even them, guys, like, there's some people who just operate in complaining. Like, there's nothing, like, there's just like always, you know, you'll be talking about something and then, but you know, the problem is, why I just don't like this, and it's like, you are always complaining. I have to mentally prepare myself if I have to be around such people. Like, I have to like prime myself to be ready to deal with that. But if I'm not in the mood, I don't even like. And if I accidentally, or like I happen to meet new people and then I find they're negative, that's just, my brain just says, back up, shield yourself, let everything bounce from the shield and continue to operate from your good energy, from the energy you've cultivated to, you know, disperse from who I am. So it's very tricky, but that's how I deal with negativity, from negative experiences to negative opinions to just finding people with negative energy. And yeah, I try to avoid them. So yeah. Which countries have you traveled to and would you love to travel to? So I've only ever been to SA, and that was such a long time ago. It was in 2006. Yeah, we went for my birthday. My dad took the whole family to SA and we celebrated my birthday from there. I'll try to look for some pictures and put them here. It was amazing. We stayed for like 2 weeks there, and it was just a really nice time with my family. And yeah, that was the last time I ever traveled out of the country. Yeah, other than that, I would love to go to Bora Bora, Tanzania, Kenya, Nigeria, SA. I would love to go back to SA. I would love to go to Mauritius, Bora Bora Islands, the United States. Like, I just want to go everywhere, guys. Like, I just really want to explore this earth. Like, I just really want to explore. I just want to travel, you guys. And the only thing holding me back is this bag I'm trying to get. Like, I'm trying to first secure the bag before I blow it off on traveling. How did you manage to pay rent while you were still a student and not working? I already answered this question. My parents have always supported me 7 years straight. Prior, even before high school, university, my parents have always supported me up until now, and I am just trying to leave them alone. If they see this, I hope they feel sorry for me some more. But yeah, I'm just now getting to a place where I want to be self-sustaining. So all the things I'm trying to do for myself in terms of, you know, establishing businesses and my own income. Yeah, even now, guys, my parents are still supporting me, and I just I've already explained anyway. The job market, doctors right now, I'm gonna have to wait. What languages can you speak? So English, Nyanja, I can understand Bemba, but I can't speak it like fluently. I want to learn Tonga. I know a bit of French. I actually want to go to French. I'll go back for French lessons, and a bit of sign language. Yeah. What's your favorite traditionally prepared dish? So I can't choose one. I just love, one of my favorite cuisines is Zambian. And I know Zambia's cuisine isn't like, you know, when you say Nigerian food, you know it's igusi, you know, pounded yam, jollof. Like, you know exactly what constitutes Nigerian cuisine. When we say Kenyan food, Tanzanian food, South African food, you know, you have kota in mind. Like, you have so many things. Like, you have so many things that you know are, you know, very intrinsic to a cuisine. Like, you know that certain things belong in a certain cuisine. And I feel like Zambian cuisine is like, it's a bit dilute. Like, it's very African food. But my favorite meal is, you know, mshima with like Ingwala, I like impwa, I like kalembla, I like chihuahua. I don't like rape. I don't really like cabbage. I love beans with oxtail. I love beans with oxtail. I love what else do I like? I love bushmeat. I love bushmeat. I love smoked meats. Guys, sorry, now I'm going away from traditional food. Okay, so vinkuala, chihuahua, kalembla, impwa. I don't really like okra, but I'm starting to like it now. Like, there I had some okra. I mean, it was nice. What else? Yeah, with mishima, with lumanda, sashila lumanda, and what else? You know, yeah, that's what I like. Like, I like basically matebito. Like, those vegetables, like all those vegetables with pingovala, with everything, guys. Like, fish. I just love Zambian food. Okay guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, this was just a chance for you guys to get to know me a bit more, at least finally, because it's like, who's this girl vlogging? Who does she think she is vlogging, just thinking we're going to give a damn about? Guys, I really am, like, I'm nobody right now. Like, yeah, who does she think she is, coming here on YouTube posting videos? Like, we don't even know who you are. I'm supposed to be watching your vlogs, ma'am. So yeah, that's me anyway, and I hope that as you guys continue to watch my videos, you slowly get to know more and more about me. And also, one more thing, I know as I grow and as I share my life with you, I'm not a fixed person. So whatever you know about me today will probably change with time as I learn more and more, because I'm always seeking for ways to improve myself. And I know right now I'm not perfect, and so I'm always seeking for new ways to improve myself, new things to learn, and as I learn, I change as I go. And that's me, that's my game, honey. One thing about me, I will change, I will grow, I will continue to improve upon myself. Currently, even future me is going to be doing that, just as past me did that, and that's why I'm here today. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, and if you're a regular and you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your presence. We are now on 924 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I feel like I should do a giveaway at the end when I get to 1,000 subscribers. But I was so unprepared for this recording that I did not get here so quick. But yeah, anyway, we'll see about that. Please do check out Aloe Sensi. I know I haven't finished my makeup, but plans changed and I'm not doing it anymore. And that reminds me, I will unbox this in my next vlog. My next video might not be a vlog, but I will link my next vlog in the description box of this, so that you can check out my outfits. I know one is a dress and one is a pair of jeans, and I can't wait to try them on. And yeah guys, so that's what's happening. Grateful to my sponsors for this video. Please check them out. I will leave the details in the description box below so you guys can go shopping if you like anything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh, one last thing, there's this lash glue. People have been asking me about what lash glue I use. I'm currently using this one. I already opened it. It's from our sponsors today, Aloha Sensi. And that's just the packaging actually. Where is the actual? This is the glue I'm currently using. Somebody messed it up, but yeah, and it still works just fine. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. It's breast cancer awareness month, so I'm hoping next week I get to push out a video about that. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.